All right, yo, you already know what time it is. Of course, I ain't dropped a video the past 2 days, but that's okay. You feel me? I'm back again with another video as we speak, as you can clearly see. A couple of things, bro. Before I get into the video, this is just an SR update. I'm gonna tell you, how the new streak is pretty much, and what I've been up to, what challenges I've been facing, and how I've improved, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I improved immensely over the past week. Now, mind you, there are still deja vu moments that still has happened throughout the week, but I'm in such a better place right now. Like, having that energy of being unbothered sometimes is a dope energy to have. When you're being unbothered by, like, low vibrational cycles that happen. People still be living in their cycles and patterns, especially if, they neglect the shadow work, I should say. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing when you are like on the journey doing what you got to do. It's one thing when you like know what your issue is, or you know what you have to work on, but it's another thing knowing it and then not even trying to work on it. You just like literally pushing it to the side, like as if it's gonna disappear. Whatever that problem might be, financially, spiritually, mentally, like, you know this is why I like to be on a journey. A lot of shadow work, a lot of shadow work, a lot of shadow work. Like, best believe this journey never ends. You feel me? The spiritual journey never ends. You feel me? So, but yeah, I'm on my new streak right now. I'm vibing. And a couple of things that I learned about myself. Number one, or this is just in general, you feel me? Like, usually when I make my videos, I want my information to be used as far as like you using it today type shit. Like, as soon as the video is done, I want you to be able to apply this in your life. You feel me? If you are going through something similar that I'm going through. So yeah, being on my streak right now, I feel amazing. And I've also built up so much energy that I took on a lot of work. I took on a lot of physical work. I took on some more responsibility. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Retention, you do become superhuman for real. But one thing that we can't do, and I'm glad that this person he highlighted this like a while back. I remember I was making a video about, like, how you need to have a sense of urgency. You need to like work 60 hours a week, 80 hours a week. You feel me? Have a sense of urgency to, really, whatever your goal or whatever your purpose is, to fulfill that, you have to get up off your ass and get to work. Now, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like out of emotion, I reacted out of fear. And a lot of people, these are the two energies too, bro. And this is why, like, I love retention, because, the emotional intelligence is real. But apparently what I realized was, even though I was so high vibrational, I was still under the program mind control that, like, okay, when you wake up, you have to get a job and you have to pay bills. If you don't go to work or whatnot, then yeah, you won't be able to pay your bills. You'll have a fear of losing what you have. You feel me? You have a fear of losing your job, losing your house, losing your car, whatever. And it took me, it took like, 'cause basically I didn't, at the time, I didn't even realize why I was acting, how I was acting. Because to be totally honest, bro, there's more than one ways to get to a certain goal. You feel me? If you want to be a millionaire, bro, like, what I'm saying, there's a lot of ways a lot of things you can do to actually get that. Some people sell their soul. Some people sell sex. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how I practice retention in a society where, sex sells and everything. You feel me? Shout out to Orange Juice, the cat. Orange Juice, the lion. OJ, what's up? See, I blonded my hair for you, okay? This was for you. Anyway, so, but yeah, what I realized is, yeah, y'all got to start realizing the emotions that people act out of, just because, like I said, fear, ignorance, and also greed too, bro. Fear, ignorance, and greed, all right? I had to break down those three emotions. Those are considered to be low vibrational, you feel me? And I just realized, I'm like, man, I had to revamp, first of all, what my purpose is. And this is all, like I said, this is all part of the retention journey, just to update. You know, let me know if you be going through something similar. But like, I had to like revamp my entire purpose. And I had to realize, like, okay, yeah, I'm working, but why am I working this hard for this little bit amount of money? I ain't gonna hold you, bro. The last 3 weeks, I've been killing myself, but I've been I'm gonna blurt that out because, you know, YouTube and words. Anyway, for the last 3 weeks, as you guys know, man, I've been going crazy. You feel me? Working overnight, working during the day, still dropping videos on here. And a lot of that was out of fear, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna sit here. I admit it to you straight up. I was in fear. I was in fear of losing a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck can I operate in the matrix, you know, without, it's like, how can I operate in the matrix while trying to find, I would say, that safety net of a quote unquote job. But when you really think about a job, it's a short term solution for a long term problem. You feel me? Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you guys know, you know. Tell you, look, man, what y'all gotta understand is, while you're on this journey, you're gonna learn so much information. And when you learn this information, you're gonna want to seek more knowledge. All right. The more knowledge that you seek is the better you can move with your energy. You know, from time to time, we may have to work 60 hours a week, you know. But while you're working them 60 hours a week, my nigga, first of all, don't lose yourself in that. Don't lose yourself in working. You know, again, one of these dudes commented a while ago, again, when I was talking about, you know, working and shit like that. They're like, bro, you know, working is cool, but it's not cool. You're still like kind of engulfed in selling yourself into the matrix. You know what I'm saying? So it's obviously, we need to have a balance. But one thing that people don't take advantage of, that like a lot of people do have, is their mental. Sometimes we don't take advantage of our mental. Put it like this. I feel like, I don't know exactly what your purpose is in life. I don't know exactly what you're trying to do. I don't know who you're trying to work for. I don't know if you want to become a boss. But understand, bro, ultimately, you do have the power to change your reality. It starts with the positive mindset, okay? And not only just a positive mindset, but of course, you need, of course, your life force energy, meaning like you have to be healthy, you got to be drinking water, you can't be doing too much low vibrational actions, because if you do too much low vibrational actions, you can't think straight. When you can't think straight, you can't even put your mind on the fact that, you know, your reality can get better. A question I want to ask you, bro. How big do you be thinking? How big is your mind? How big is your mind? How big is your mental? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people are so scared to think big. So that's why, you know, they just stick to like the safety plan. You feel me? Get a job, get a girl, get a dog, and then, you know, just do what everybody else is doing. You know, get a bank account, do all that, and a mortgage, all that. You feel me? So everything I told you, everything is cycles and patterns, bro. You know what life is, pretty much, right? So people tend to do that instead of accessing the energy from within them that's bigger than life. You have to believe that you're bigger than life, first off. And secondly, when you get into that new realm of where your mind is like, okay, you're rewiring your mind, you're practicing abstinent if you have to, you know, you really stay focused when you are not like in your sexual energy, for real. And when you do become intimate, you do meet up with your girl and everything, every single touch, everything that you do, you know, especially when I get intimate, is going to be phenomenal. All right. But what you have to understand is that, again, it's very important that you think big. A lot of people can't even look at themselves and imagine what it's like to have $22,000 all at once. Like, you got to ask yourself. You have to put, it's almost, I was talking to an individual, and maybe she might see this video, maybe not. She's a she's a hypnosis, right? She's a hypnotist basically, and she helps with, pretty much everything to do on the esoteric side of like, cultivating your energy spiritually and becoming a lot more aware about yourself, right? What you have to understand is, dog, you have the biggest tool to get anything in life, to change life and everything. Again, it's up here, bro. Your mental. And if you need your mental to be on point, you also need everything in your system to be on point. There can't be too much in and out, going out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Or shit, you can't even say, yeah, it's not even an in and out. You can't even be putting out too much energy, because again, once you're putting out too much low vibrational energy, you start living in fear, greed, sex, lust. You staying in those low vibrational energies, bro. You'll forever be doing that. You'll forever be in that pattern. You'll forever be in that rat race. You know what I'm saying? Because you're thinking like, oh shit, I'm scared. Low key. You're not gonna say it to your friends and shit, but you low key afraid, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people operate out of the energy of fear. I remember a while ago, I listened to, I forgot the actual title of the audio, but basically it was a conversation with the devil. And in that book, y'all can look it up online. In that book, the devil literally states that, like, between greed, fear, and ignorance, bro, if you are in those lower vibrational energies all the fucking time, because again, there's fear, there's ignorance, there's greed, there's also passion as well. Being passionate about something. Like, when I look at the word passion, I think that's like a combination of love and hate put together. You know what I'm saying? Passion. You feel me? We have to make sure that once we govern ourselves, once we govern the energy in motion, that, like, okay, that's our emotions, but we still have to be thinking logically, and we have to think smarter as well, man. We have to think smarter, and I feel like since I've been on retention, this shit has definitely got me a little bit more intelligent. I have access to infinite intelligence. You feel me? I can do what I got to do. I could be on my spiritual journey and say, you know what, I'm gonna try this, but I know everything that I do now is a learning experience, and that's my main purpose. And on top of that too, whatever job you might be at, it just might be temporary. You feel me? Probably might be temporary. I know with me, like I said, dog, it's just straight fear. I don't know. I really didn't need to work overnight, dog. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really didn't need to. I mean, bills and fluctuation, all that shit, that's just gonna happen. I would say my best advice for that financial part, because I ain't gonna lie to you, that's what a lot of people like worry about. If you are working, if you do want to set yourself free, this is what I'm doing right now. Any little extra money that I accumulate, I get. You feel me? I'm investing right now. You feel me? I'm putting it into. I look at my brokerage account as like, a savings account that has the ability to grow itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, over time, I definitely do, and this is just my little 2 cents. I think y'all should invest into stocks, bonds. Don't just put your money in a savings account, in a bank account, because it's not going to really make you no money. No, like, you know what I'm saying? But I would say learn about the two biggest things that kind of run the world. And I ain't gonna hold you. The two things that kind of like drive human emotion and human nature is sex and money. Learn about sex, learn about money. Educate yourself on those two subjects. Understand what sex actually is. Understand your power that you have. Understand how you're able to create a human being. Okay? Understand how to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Learn about the power of sex and then the power of money. Because them shits go hand in hand. People be doing all kind of shit when it comes to that type of trade. But once you have learned about these two subjects and now have mastered these two subjects, you have mastered the control over your sexual energy. And when it comes to money, you have to understand with money, it ain't even about like, bro, you can have 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. You can have 100 million in the bank. It's not really so much about the number that you're trying to reach, but it's pretty much about the currency, the flow. You have to get the currency coming your way, right? And you basically just have to have the access to the currency, literally. Because again, there's any number that you say, oh man, I ain't gonna lie, if I had $10 million, I'll be straight. Like, bro, like they print this shit. They make this shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. They print money. Money not real. Nigga, this is a beautiful, fucked up, sideways ass matrix, nigga. You start understanding numbers, start understanding the power that you have from within, and start really educating yourself, man. You may have to rewire yourself as far as your mental is concerned when it comes to your idea of money and your idea of sex. It doesn't always have to be low vibrational. It's just that those two subjects are pushed so much and it's so oversaturated that people become a slave to the sex and the slave to the money. That's all they fucking care about anyway. They become a slave to the sex. They become a slave to the money. And both areas will not be able to fill that void that some people may have. People go through trauma. People go through so much shit throughout their life thinking that, okay, if this experience can if I do this, if I do enough of this, if I make enough money, the bad experiences that I went through, whatever, it won't affect me. Bro, this is why the spiritual practices of whether it's meditating, semen retention, or whether it's fasting, this is very important because money can't save your ass either, nigga. Money will not be able to save your ass. You feel me? That's just one aspect. We want to use that as a tool, not like something where it's like, oh, I need this money or I need this good paying job. So now, yeah, this good paying job is paying me, but you're still putting out effort, time, and energy to this good paying job. And what are you doing outside of that? Are you investing money? If you can put aside $50 to $60 a weekend to go out and have fun, you could put aside $10, $20, $20 here and there. Put it in a brokerage account. You feel me? Learn about money. Learn about how money works. And then once you start to learn about that, even if you gotta listen to different audios, bro, I'm trying to tell you, I'm going through this shit right now. I believe it or not, I didn't even realize how wealthy I was because again, I was just operating out of fear. I was operating out man, fuck. It's yeah, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. And yeah, I'm trying to set this up. But man, I still want to do more. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to do more. But at what cost? You're going to have to sacrifice something, bro. So I say, if you don't want to work hard, you still going to have to think smart. You know what I'm saying? Do some research yourself. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Knowledge, the journey of knowledge never ends, man. And, so with that being said, one more thing before I go. Again, this is just a retention update. Really believe in yourself. I know this shit sounds cliche as hell, but really believe in yourself, man. Really believe that you can be bigger than life. Really believe in yourself. Dead ass serious. I have a problem from time to time where I don't put that much faith in myself, because it's not a matter of me being incompetent or not confident. It's the programming within my brain. It's still, I have to delete that program. It'll play in my subconscious saying oh, well, you got to get you know what I'm saying? The same shit. It's almost like your parents' voice talking to you, or the older generation saying oh, you can't make it nowhere unless you go to school. You got to go to school and then get a good paying job, and then you'll be set. You're going to have a pension. You're going to have 401k and all this bullshit. Nigga, none of that shit is permanent. I'm here to tell you. Big ass, y'all seen that mosquito? Motherfucker big as hell. Did I get him? But yeah. And trust me, there's no knock on anybody that wants to work a job. But when you understand the system, you understand money, you will understand that like people is playing us, dog. You are getting played for your energy. You're getting drained of your energy, just to provide enough to pay the bills, just to go back to do the same thing over and over again. Okay? If you want to free yourself, do the research, man. People be lazy as hell. It's as simple as doing the research on the information. Like I said, money, I would say money, the subject about sex, and how the mind works, how some people or a lot of people are programmed, you know? Once you understand the program, you don't necessarily have to delete the program because, shit, we living in a day and age where the program is going to delete itself. You know what I'm saying? Fluctuation and just everything, prices rising and shit, taxes rising and shit like that. But after you realize once you realize how abundant you really are, nigga, like, nigga, hey, once you realize how abundant you really are from within, you will realize the power that you really have, dog. The power that you really have, bro. And once you realize that, believe in yourself. Believe it, dog. Believe that you do have that God life force energy flowing through your body right now. Believe it. You have the access to riches today. You do. But why? My thing is, why do you want that much money? And when you get this money, like you get 50 bands out of nowhere, what are you going to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Some people don't really allow themselves to think that big as to like be in that situation. A lot of the average person hasn't seen 7,500 in cash all at once. The average person. You probably may accumulate a 7,500 this year working. The average person hasn't seen that much money all at once. Counting all that much money all at once. You feel me? So if you want to break out of being quote unquote average or being like in the middle class or the matrix or whatnot, the mindset has to change. You got to think big. You have to imagine yourself sometimes counting $10,000. But then you're going to ask yourself, why are you counting this 10,000? What is it for? What are we investing in? Why are we buying expensive shit? You know what I'm saying? You learn so much when you do the shadow work from within. You're going to accumulate the riches. You're going to have the female attraction. You're going to have everything come your way. But even when that happens, the Matrix will still try to push you around. They'll still try to persuade you to spend your money a certain way. You get a little check. You decide to go to the mall. You go to the mall. As you're walking down the mall or walking down the aisles, motherfuckers are being thirsty, especially if you look like money. They being thirsty. Hey, check out my new product. Da 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 da. People are constantly trying to get you to spend money. They're constantly trying to get you to persuade. They're trying to persuade you, hey, this is the cool thing to do. This is why you need to have a strong internal world. I don't feel bad if I have to reject somebody. Like, nigga, I came to the mall for what I wanted. All this shit is nice, but I'm not one of these little just, oh man, I'm in the store. I could get what I want. Little funky $250, nigga. The fuck I'm gonna do with that? Some people be thinking like, man, shit, I got my little $250. Shit, I'm just gonna see if I give me a shirt or a hat or something, you know? Nigga end up spending the whole $250 on some shit that they ain't even planning to get. Again, bro, having the control over the energy from within is very important. You can accumulate a lot of money, but if you don't have nothing up here and if you don't know how to manage yourself from within, you're gonna lose that shit. Easily lose that shit. Okay? Yeah, man. But basically, that's what I just been going through as of late, as far as redirecting my energy instead of doing more physical work. Honestly, I think I needed that as a wake-up call just to get the momentum going. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you go out for a job, get the job, and you create momentum in your life, whether it's, you're saving money or just creating momentum. Once you start to exercise that muscle, and realize like, okay, this is still not it. You come back to I would say you come back to the drawing board, and because me again, I'm already abundant, but I understand that it's the mental programming that I still have to delete out of my mind. As long as I'm going to clock in, it's always going to be in the back of my mind like, damn, bro, I do need to pay bills, XYZ. But slowly but surely, bro, if you do have a plan, any little extra money that you get, invest. Let the money work for you, bro. Let it work for you. Trust. Don't work. If you got to work for it for a little bit, it's cool. But I'm telling you right now, dog, shit ain't gonna change unless you do the research. Unless you do the research, understand how money works, understand how the matrix works, and understand how human nature works, female nature. You know what I'm saying? Understand all of that. Just do the research. If you got time and energy, bro, you're already living in abundance. Congratulations, you're rich. Now, what is your purpose in life? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You got to ask yourself that sometimes, for real. MGT, what it do? It's your boy Moody Starr. And I'm back again with another video. If you're new, you already know what to do, man. Become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is a channel where I like to highlight current events and talk about my spiritual walk here in this beautiful, fucked up, sideways ass matrix. Now, first of all, I got to say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to your energy, going within and being high vibrational. Here at MGT, this is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. Intro for the outro. Yeah, that's just my SR update, bro. You know, a lot of things that I am researching. You know, I'm gonna be playing a lot more educational audiobooks. I'm just gonna be playing that shit in the background throughout my day until like I get that drilled in my mind. Because clearly I'm doing that shadow work, and I realized after 2 years, 2.5, almost 3 years of being on retention, bro, I still have things that I need to work on internally. You know what I'm saying? The energy of fear and greed and ignorance, all that shit. All that shit's gonna be associated with poverty, confusion. Now you're gonna be in a confused state, a confused cycle where you're just burning out energy. And now, you know what I'm saying? I've been in there. I've been in that predicament, and it's not fun. You know, we all eventually, well, most of us want to be free. And most of us, sometimes when we wake up to the matrix and we wake up to the fact of how it really is, it sucks. Some people be like, man, that's too much work to try to like do my own thing. So I'm just gonna find a corporation and work for them and let them, like, bro, nah, like I'm just letting you know, dog. Use the corporations, but don't let the corporations use you. Okay? You can use the corporations, but don't let the corporations use you, bro. Because they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about your life force energy. They don't care how much followers you got on YouTube or whatnot. They don't care about none of that shit. But yeah, though, stay up, y'all. Stay consistent. Keep a balance, man. Keep a balance. And I'm not just talking about in the bank account, but like actually keep a balance in your life, man. You see how money mirrors us as far as current, electromagnetic current or currency. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely see you guys on the next video, man. Much love, bro. Peace.